Diyan na pala kayo. Wait lang kasi meron pa akong aasikasuhin, meron pa akong titignan. Wait lang guys. Siyempre sasama ko kayo. Ano ba? Wait lang. Tatanungin lang muna natin si chatbot kung ano ang Web3.
Web3 refers to the third generation of the web, which is focused on enabling decentralized applications (dApps) and the creation of decentralized networks. The main difference between Web3 and its predecessors is that it utilizes blockchain technology and cryptocurrency to create decentralized networks and dApps. This opens up a new world of possibilities for applications and transactions that are transparent, secure, and tamper-proof. Web3 is still in its early stages of development, but it is expected to revolutionize the way we interact with the internet and conduct transactions.
For sure. O, diba? Iba talaga ang chatbot. Tanungin natin. Bakit ako niloloko ng jowa ko? Char lang. O, diba ganun ka-high-tech, ladies and gentlemen? Eto na nga mga ka-Web3 crew, isang halimbawa pa lang ang ChatGPT ng artificial intelligence na madalas nating ginagamit sa pang-araw-araw. Dahil usapang AI ulit tayo, ano pa nga ba't? Hinding-hindi ako magpapahuli kung ano ang hottest trends, latest updates. Dito lang yan sa FOMO, the future of money. Bakit ako niloloko ng jowa ko? Sabi nga nila, ilang taon na lang ang hihintayin natin at talagang mas magiging high-tech na ang lahat. Di natin alam, excuse me po, baka sa susunod na araw, ang AI na ang mag-educate sa atin sa lahat ng bagay. Or, laki nakabahan ako kasi baka AI na ang pumalit sa akin dito sa FOMO. Ayoko. Nakakakaba pero exciting. This is Krista, to moons, to the moon! Andito ako ngayon sa Jumeirah Emirates Tower para umattend ng World AI Show. Sugod na! Oh my God, I'm so excited! Let's go! Ang World AI Show Global Series ay magbibigay ng plataporma para sa mga attendees na mag-network, makipagtulungan at mas matuto sa mga experts sa industriya. I am with Mr.
Hamid Al-Hafi.
How old are you if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 19 years old.
19 years old, naiintindihan ko naman. Magbabahagi rin ng mga kaalaman kung paano magamit ang AI sa paglago at pagbabago ng negosyo na may focus sa mga real-world use cases at practical applications ng AI. Kinakabahan ako kasi baka mamaya bigla akong kalmutin ni Wolverine. You're so handsome.
Christopher Dole.
Oh, your voice is very deep, like ocean deep. Siyempre, ang event na ito ay magpo-provide sa attendees ng obtainable insights, strategies para ma-implement sa kanilang organisasyon. Experience the future of technology with AI-powered solution. Sabi nga nila, say goodbye to manual work and hello to automation. I'm so excited to see how it can benefit our workflow. And I believe that AI is the key to unlocking limitless possibilities. Kung hindi ka ba naman mamangha sa mga chatbots, recommendation systems, image speech recognition, iilan lang yan at syempre sa mga personal digital assistant, andyan si Siri, Google, at Alexa. O, diba? Syempre, papalampasin ko ba ang speaker na si Dr. Omar, ang Chief Advisor Artificial Intelligence and Innovation ng NASA Goddard Space Flight Center, USA. Pakinggan natin siya para sa Future of Innovation at Strategic Transformation.
The academic institutions need to do a much better job at augmenting and changing the curriculum in a much faster way compared to what we've been doing it. Otherwise, we'll be producing graduates that are not ready for the job market. But also, the cool thing about all these technologies we're having is they're becoming transversal across all the industries. Look at 3D printing, for example. We used to print brackets, bolts, Now we can print engines, we can build houses at a fraction of the time, fraction of the cost. We can print jet engines, we can do clothing with it, actually individualized according to each one of us. We can do organs, we can print food, and for us, obviously, we cannot go to space without actually leveraging substantially on 3D printed technology because we cannot take all the spare parts with us. One of the biggest challenges we have is, as humans, we have evolved actually to think in linear fashion. You know, we were farmers, we were hunters, and things change very slowly. The challenge now is we're living in an exponential world, and unless we start jumping and training ourselves to think from a linear fashion to an exponential way of thinking, it's going to be a challenge for us to be adaptable to what's going on in the future. And then all the skills that we've learned and been made successful until now, they're not necessarily going to be the same skills making us successful in the future. We need to adapt and change as we move forward. And then when we start judging about the future, we should not anchor ourselves with the limitations we have today. So today we have a lot of limitations, and if you're strategizing for something in 5 years, you need to start looking ahead and what's going to happen, how is technology evolving, and then take this into consideration when strategizing in the future, because otherwise it's going to be very challenging. You can learn from a lot of elements, from a number of publications, from patents, from startups, and start giving you a hint where technology and what challenges will be resolved in the near future. It's essential we start working with startups as well. A lot of technologies already exist. We work sometimes for years. We spend millions of dollars when in fact it's already sold with somebody else in the startup. So we need to be visionary. We need to start looking at the whole landscape and the whole different parameters and connect the dots in ways we haven't connected them before. That is the only way we're going to lead the competition and be able to make a difference. And obviously you cannot just copy and paste something, you know, artificial intelligence, I'm going to just copy something happening somewhere into my industry. You need to copy, you need to adapt, modify, change according to your culture, according to your industry, and then start doing programs and build on the momentum of success. So something works, take momentum, amplify it. Something doesn't work, start narrowing it down, and that's how you keep moving with that. Diversity is very essential. You know, breaking away from the group think, I think that's one of the biggest pillars you have in every single organization. I can have right now a meeting with 50 engineers, and the ideas will come from that group is going to be very, very limited.
Iba talaga ang FOMO. Napakaswerte ko at nabibigyan ako ng knowledge pagdating sa digital technologies. Ngayon naman, alamin natin kung ano ba ang masasabi ng ilang attendees pagdating sa World AI Show Dubai. Eto na nga mga ka-Web3 ko, I'm very lucky to be here right now because I am with Mr. Esa Bastaki. He's one of the speakers of this event and he's the president of University of Dubai. How are you, sir?
Pretty good, and how are you?
I'm good. It's a little bit formal and I'm a little bit shy and a little bit nervous. So let's talk about this event. What can you say about artificial intelligence?
Well, I think I could talk for hours because artificial intelligence is what's augmenting the intelligence of a human being in order to do some tasks that will be precise and it will be fast. So this is mainly artificial intelligence. Even though I don't like the word artificial intelligence, because my friend Bashar Kilani coined it, he calls it augmented intelligence. It's actually helping the human mind to do things better. That's all.
And what are the benefits of artificial intelligence?
Myriads of them. If you can go on, you can look at health sector as an example. In health sector, there will be a time when you will actually be swallowing a capsule that will take care of your body. It will check your body, it will diagnose it, and then it will send it to the doctor to get the solution for it, and so on. Even it can do some operations. It's precise and it's fast. So this is one of the examples. Even the logistics, if you talk about logistics, transportation, it's still AI plays a big role. Even you're talking about chatbots. So chatbot actually will talk to you without using any human being. You look at ChatGPT, which has become very famous. ChatGPT is a part of a big drive towards actually going to another disruptive technology. And all these require artificial intelligence. It can go on, myriads of them.
What are the risks of artificial intelligence?
Well, the risks are many, but we are not going to implement all those until we are ready. the decision that an artificial intelligence does is not cognitive intelligence. That means it could be wrong according to the data given to it. So we have to make sure that we have enough data to give it to it and enough understanding so that it can do it. That's one of the things. But the worst of all is the ethical problem. And artificial intelligence or AI cannot look at is it ethical or not. Does this benefit the human being or not? So we need to work on the ethics of side of the AI, artificial intelligence. That means we need to make sure that we teach the AI how to be ethical in terms of truthfulness, in terms of tolerance, in terms of psychometric behavior we have, in terms of psychology sides of it, in terms of social side of it, in terms of respecting the other people. At the end, it has to make sure that everything is there, that the policies are there, and the policies are there actually to make sure that AI, when it decides according to the ethics we give it to it. So we should instill in the AI that one. Once we do that, these risks will go down for sure, and of course the risks will go down.
Last question, sorry. What is the future of AI?
Future of AI, they said, will be not artificial intelligence, it will be cognitive intelligence. And this something will be thinking as a human being, not 100%, very close to it. Once it happens, everything will be a part of AI. So AI will be in every sector, in every industry. It will be in our teaching, it will be in our learning, it will be in our producing the curriculum, the development of the curriculum, and so on. The industry will work on so many things to make the product much better for the human beings in all senses, not just a particular aspect. And so AI will develop so much that we will be spending the world more than $150 billion in 2025. So I think AI will stay and will continue to stay and develop.
Kinakabahan ako kasi baka mamaya bigla akong kalmutin ni Wolverine. You're so handsome. Eto na nga po mga ka-Web3 crew. Isa na naman po sa ating mga exhibitors ang aking makakausap. I am with Mr.
Christopher Dole.
Oh, Chris, your voice is very deep, like ocean deep. Can you please tell us about your company?
Sure. I'm Christopher Dole. I co-founded Soothsayer Analytics in 2014. We're a team of 120 data scientists, mostly PhD and master's types, building end-to-end AI solutions for a variety of Fortune 1000 and Global 2000 companies. So anything from predicting machine failures to optimizing global supply chains to analyzing massive bodies of text for insights into failure and fraud, computer vision inspection, IoT work, etc.
And here's my question. What can you say about artificial intelligence and what are the benefits of it?
Sure. So most of the time when people talk about doing AI, what they're really doing is business intelligence or providing this view of the past. Sometimes they're using more refined methods or statistics for estimates of the future, but these are largely reliant on the assumption that processes follow a certain family of probabilities and models are fit to that. So essentially working in this pre-built structure of understanding. The fundamental difference between that and what we're talking about with artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning is the use of these non-parametric models, meaning those that evolve automatically from data and that have the ability to self-learn and adapt when presented with new inputs. So deeper patterns, higher accuracy predictions, more optimal outcomes, and often answers to questions you didn't even know to ask.
What are the risks of artificial intelligence?
Sure. So, innovation in technology is always led to short-term, let's say, unemployment increases, and then ultimately society ends up being better. Now, the difference with artificial intelligence versus things like the self-learning vehicles or going from the horse and buggy into vehicles now is that historically technology people have interrupted or disrupted the blue-collar segments of society today with AI, we're introducing self-disruptive technology. So we're not only going to be putting out people out of jobs that are doing traditional manual labor type jobs, but even things like with ChatGPT, right? If you no longer need to necessarily know how to code, you can tell it to generate a demand forecast and tell it what you want to get out of that, and it'll generate the code for you. So, a lot of the jobs that were previously being done by tech jobs or tech people are now, at risk even as well.
Thank you so much. And my last question is, what do you think is the future of AI?
Yeah, so I think we're going to have to get used to the idea of smart programs written by non-AI experts supplanting those that have perceived domain knowledge. And so, a well-written program like that is the future, unfortunately. So for, many people, that's going to impact their lives, but hopefully for the positive. And, instead of it taking hundreds of years to take innovations, now they're going to spring up in days or weeks as opposed to, a long time. So, it's hard to guess. If anybody tells you they really know, they're just making it up. But I think there's a lot of interesting things ahead, and I guess we'll see.
Mga ka-Web3 crew, I'm so honored, like an honored student, to be part of this show dahil ito na nga, ang mga ka-interview ko ay nag-iisa lang, Chief Advisor Artificial Intelligence and Innovation, nasa Goddard Space Flight Center, Dr. Omar Hatamle. Hi, sir, how are you?
Good. It's a pleasure to be with you.
My God, it's my pleasure. And I'm more pressured. Anyway, how badly does the human race needs artificial intelligence?
Yeah. So artificial intelligence is not a new technology. It's actually the principles of artificial intelligence were invented in the 50s. And because of various reasons, three elements. Essentially, it's basically the algorithms became much more complicated. We have computational resources that can handle these advanced algorithms, and then we have enough data. So all these three elements enabled artificial intelligence to make substantial progress recently. It's a technology that is not restricted to a single field or a single industry. It's going to be transversal across all the fields. It's going to have incredible advancements in the medicine, in education, in transportation, in engineering, in designs, in legal, in financial. So it's some people refer to AI as a technology. I refer to it as a foundational technology in which majority of everything we build as humanity will be impacted with it.
What are the risks and benefits of an artificial intelligence?
Yeah. So that's a big question because it depends on what sectors. And obviously, like any other technology, it comes with advantages, it comes with disadvantages. Just in general, for example, let's talk about medicine, if you will. So in medicine, imagine the advantages it has. It can actually create new waves of medications. It can create, medication at a fraction of the time. And it will help with the individualized medication aspects of things. So in the future, we'll have a digital twin of a human. And with artificial intelligence, I can give you analyze, for example, depending on what disease you have, it will analyze thousands or tens of thousands of chemical compounds until it finds the best cure that actually matches your genetic composition, right? And being able to do individualized medication. But in the future also, we're looking at something called predictive analytics. And predictive analytics, essentially, it will analyze billions of parameters, analyze your genetics, your way of life, your social activities, and tell you you're going to have a disease before you even have a disease. So that's even taking it one step ahead. There's something called protein folding. Proteins are very complex structure. And if you want to hire a PhD student to analyze a protein structure, it's going to take him his whole degree just analyzing one. And with artificial intelligence, we're able actually to analyze hundreds of millions of proteins. And that's going to help us incredibly in finding new cures, new medications, new vaccines, helping humanity in a different way. Right now, it's helping doctors better diagnose radiologic images. So everything you're seeing here, this is at the beginning. This is at the baby stages. Just wait until we go into the general and then eventually the super artificial intelligence. That's going to be a game changer.
I really just can't wait about it. Anyway, how does artificial intelligence impact our society?
Yeah, so it's going to impact society in different ways. Like I said, it's going to help us in navigation, autonomous cars, for example. It's going to help us with education. It's going to create individualized educational system based on our intellectual capabilities as humans, right? It can help us in making our life easier in every single element, whether you're analyzing your finances, whether you're going to get advice on certain elements. So it's something, a technology that's going to be very helpful in a lot of things. Obviously, there's disadvantages that come with artificial intelligence, like any other technologies, right? But I think overall, it's going to be very positive across humanity. And it's going to be, like I said, the foundational technology in which almost everything will be built in the future.
Thank you so much. And last question, what do you think is the future of AI?
So, we know that artificial intelligence is moving at a fast speed. It's actually a lot of people, a lot of countries, a lot of nations that are investing heavily in it. Something very important is going to be the ethical frameworks. We need to make sure it's fair, it's transparent, it's accountable, it's safe, secure, reserving human rights and democracies. And we need to be involved in regulations and policies in advance. The problem is when you're balancing regulations and policies versus innovation, if you put too much regulations, it's going to stifle innovation. But you cannot have people doing things without proper regulation at the same time. So it's a proper balance. So the technology will continue to advance, there is no doubt. The challenge is how do you continue to create ethical frameworks that ensure everything fits who we are as humans and take it in a positive spin.
Alam nyo ba mga ka-Web3 crew, ang AI ay may mahalagang papel sa pagpapaunlad at pagpapatakbo ng isang metaverse. Ito ay responsable sa paglikha at pagkontrol ng mga virtual na kapaligiran, paglikha ng mga realistic characters at objects, at pagpapagana ng natural language processing para sa komunikasyon ng mga gumagamit. Web3 crew, eto na nga, hindi lang attendees kundi mga exhibitors din ang ating makakausap. I am with Mr.
Hi, I'm Felix Laumann. Pleasure meeting everyone. And I'm the head and co-founder of Neurospace.
Oh, Neurospace. Alam nyo na, I think I need to go to the space with you. No, I'm just kidding. Can you tell us more about your company?
Exactly. So what we do is artificial intelligence for local languages. So we work a lot on Arabic dialects, we work on African languages and on some Asian languages. And we specialize in those, so we are market leaders in accuracy for all of those languages.
What are the benefits of artificial intelligence?
The main benefits, in my opinion, are that it can automate a lot of tasks that are fairly boring to do because they need to be repeated again and again, right? So for example, setting up these meetings or researching what other companies are doing is a very time-consuming task. You need to go on the website, you need to go on the social media, and so on and so on. So artificial intelligence can automate that and gives you all of that information within a couple of seconds, whereas normally it takes days to find out.
And how is artificial intelligence used in industry and businesses?
There are a lot of different use cases that you can see, but we kind of classify it by different types. So one, there's all that computer vision. So when you at the moment when you drive too fast, you get a ticket, right? And automatically the license plate is found by artificial intelligence. So it can read what is the license plate. And then there's also a lot of language related tasks. So for example, when you interact with a chatbot or when you call a customer service, you normally speak to artificial intelligence first before you speak to a human. So it has many impacts across all kind of different industries.
How is artificial intelligence developed?
So it's actually very often developed by trying to mimic the human brain. And that's something what is called deep learning. And what we build there are artificial neural networks. So it really tries to mimic how the brain is functioning of a human and then replicates that in a machine. And that does work sometimes well, sometimes not. But we have tended to build very, very big deep learning models, very big artificial neural networks, and then hope that we can get to some kind of same level of intelligence like a human, but still many, many years to go to actually be on the same level as we are now.
Can you please tell us more about your company?
So we are an artificial intelligence and data science company. We are building Unify AI platform for enterprises.
What can you say about artificial intelligence?
So, artificial intelligence is no more a kind of trend or luxury. It is more of a necessity, which every enterprises would be needing to get more inferences from their data to make their, business processes and operation much more efficient. And that is what we are looking at. We want to break this luxury and we want to make AI accessible for everyone.
Do you think AIs can solve problems humans cannot?
I think both are complementary more than, competing, because AI will always complement human intelligence and human intelligence is always there to stay. So they are complementary. It's not either or. They are and together.
How is artificial intelligence used in industry and businesses?
They are used today in terms of getting more insights from the data, because the way this industry has evolved across the globe is they have collected too much of data. Today whatever we touch, it then generates data, and now there is a need to bring more inferences from the data. Data has to talk to you to get more insights and build the processes which could help your customers. So if AI is leveraged by companies, they will able to help their customers and the community.
And the last question, what do you think is the future of AI?
Oh wow! So I think this is a very a question which we all have to wait and see how it is going to evolve, because there is too much of dynamism and there are too many changes happening in this field, and we have to see that one thing, that however it evolves, it has to evolve responsibly. We have to leverage AI capabilities very responsibly, because there has to be some standardization and structure around that and governance. So future of AI is good till the time it is used for good.
Eto na nga mga ka-Web3 crew, nakakatuwa dahil sabi ko sa inyo, pinaka-favorite ko talaga tong part ang pag-i-interview. Lalo na ang kasama ko, I am with Mr.
Hamid Al-Harthi.
Hi, I think how old are you if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 19 years old.
19 years old, naiintindihan ko naman. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm just gonna ask you like simple questions. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
What's your favorite food?
Chicken adobo. No, I'm just kidding.
What can you say about artificial intelligence?
Okay, nowadays artificial intelligence is very important for human beings, and it can develop our life to better.
Do you think AIs can solve problems humans cannot?
Yes, if they collaborate with human and AI, they can do a good job together.
For you, what is the future of AI?
Day by day, AI is improving, and they are working on it. They are making a lot of events about AI. So AI in the future will be a big thing for human beings, and it will help them a lot. Mabuhay Filipinos.
Experience the future of technology with AI-powered solution. Sabi nga nila, say goodbye to manual work and hello to automation. I'm so excited to see how it can benefit our workflow. And I believe that AI is the key to unlocking limitless possibilities. Join us in the journey to a smarter and syempre, more connected world. At hello! Kami pa ba? We'll bring you the latest in technology. Dito lang yan sa FOMO, the future of money. Bye!